Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hi guys, you're listening to Chinese Pod. My name is John Pasden.
Hey guys, I'm Dilu.
And this lesson is a newbie lesson for absolute beginners. It is a newbie of newbies, I would say.
Right, today's dialogue is not a real dialogue.
Yeah, it's just two brief exchanges, very simple stuff. So we're talking about what?
Thank you and sorry.
Thank you and sorry, and their respective responses, right?
Right, although they're very easy, very simple, they're frequently used.
Right, so make sure you master these, and we're going to listen to the dialogue 3 times.
Dialogue first time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系，
Second time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系，
Third time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系。
Now a translation.
谢谢，
Thank you.
谢谢，
Thanks.
谢谢，不用谢，
You're welcome.
不用谢，
No need to thank.
不用谢，对不起，
I'm sorry.
对不起，
Sorry.
对不起，没关系，
That's okay.
没关系，
Doesn't matter.
没关系，
All right, so let's start with the first one. How do you say thank you in Chinese?
谢谢，谢谢。
All right, now that's a 4th tone and then a neutral tone. So you'll notice that we hit the first syllable a little harder, right?
That's right. 谢谢，谢谢。
And the second syllable is a little softer. So that's X-I-E, 谢, right?
Right. Fourth tone.
And then neutral tones, so 谢谢. Now, one thing I should mention about pronunciation, you can't really avoid this issue, is the X sound. It sounds similar to the SH sound in English, but it's not exactly the same. To pronounce this X sound correctly, you have to put the tip of your tongue behind your lower front teeth. Does that make sense? It's a sound that you don't do in English. It'll take a little bit of practice, but if you do put in the time, it's totally worth it. So let's hear that 谢谢 again.
谢谢，谢谢。
All right, so this is something that's going to be very useful. And then, of course, the response to 谢谢, of which there are several. The one that we're learning is
不用谢，不用谢。
And this is actually a phrase meaning there is no need to thank. So the 谢 part of this phrase means to thank, right?
That's right.
So does that mean in Chinese, thank you is thank?
You can think that way if it helps you to remember it.
Okay, so 谢谢 and then 不用谢. What are the tones on the 不用谢?
不用谢。Second, fourth, and fourth.
Okay, so second, fourth, that means you're going up and you're coming back down. 不用, right?
That's right. 不用谢，不用谢。
Okay, 不用谢, no need to thank, meaning you're welcome. All right, let's put those together before we move on.
谢谢，不用谢，谢谢，不用谢。
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Chinese Pod Trivia. Our first question is, how long will it take you to become an intermediate Chinese speaker using the Chinese Pod app? Is it A, the rest of your life? B, you should already be an intermediate speaker? C, 3 months? Or D, Chinese Pod has an app?
You should already be in.
Ooh, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, 3 months. That's right. Head over to ChinesePod.com now to register for your access to over 4,000 lessons. Get the Chinese Pod app now on Google Play or the App Store.
Okay, so that is first scenario done. Moving on to second scenario. Now we're apologizing, right?
That's right. 对不起对不起
All right, now 对, this is spelled D-U-I. That is fourth tone, right?
Correct. And 不 B-U.
It's actually neutral in this phrase. And then 起, Q-I. What's the tone?
Third tone. 起 means go down and up. 对不起
Okay, so 起, that's with a Q. And Q, again, is pronounced with the tip of the tongue below the lower front teeth, if you can pull that off. Okay, so sorry, again, is
对不起对不起
对不起对不起 All right, sorry. And then the response to that?
没关系没关系
So may, second tone, right? It's rising.
M-E-I, second tone, 没. And then we have 关系, G-U-A-N, first tone.
And then XI, which is neutral tone. So there's the X again. You can't really escape it. Okay, so that's okay. How do we say that?
没关系没关系
That's okay. 没关系. All right, so put the two together.
对不起没关系对不起没关系
All right, so if you're just hearing Chinese for the first time, this is definitely going to take a bit of repetition. And that's what we offer in this podcast. So we're going to listen to this dialogue 3 more times with different speakers from us. Here we go.
Dialogue first time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系，
Second time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系，
Third time.
谢谢，
不用谢，
对不起，
没关系。
So, Dilu, I've noticed that a lot of foreigners that visit China, if they can say anything in Chinese besides ni hao, it's
谢谢
yeah,
and,
because we foreigners like to be polite, right? Yeah, 谢谢.
and 对不起
Yeah, 对不起 also pretty useful, although you probably don't have too many reasons to apologize while you're here.
But you guys want to be polite and you will find chance to use that word.
Yeah, you can do plenty of things where you'll need to apologize, right? Okay, so let's hear these phrases one more time before we sign off.
Okay. 谢谢不用谢谢谢不用谢
Okay, so that's thank you and you're welcome. And then the other set?
对不起没关系对不起没关系
All right, well, we hope you learned something from this short lesson. You can say 谢谢 to us, to which we will reply.
不用谢
And if you didn't learn anything, then it's probably because you didn't really apply yourself. So perhaps you need to say,
对不起对不起 John.
but we'll say 没关系 because there are plenty more opportunities, plenty more lessons to study. You got to keep at it. So that's all for today.
Yeah, keep practicing and we'll see you next time.
再见.
再见
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
2015.
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/2015 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/2015.